Dana joins us tonight here on SportsCenter. You mentioned Saturday night after the fight on SportsCenter, I happened to be sitting there listening to your interview, that you were going to try to keep this week's events and the other upcoming events on track to take place as is, with some venue changes possibly needed. Of course, that would be out of your hands. What's the latest you can share with the fans?
Yeah, listen, we're ready to go on Saturday. We have a fight. We're ready to go live on ESPN Saturday night from Fire Lake Arena, Indian Reservation in Oklahoma City. We have the card, we have the fighters, we have everything. But obviously, the president just spoke to the country and basically said now. It started at 50 people in a room, which made it difficult. So we complied. We took all the fans out, and we made sure that there was as few production people in the room as possible. We pulled it off last Saturday. Now they're saying there should be no more than 10 in a room, and that's impossible. We can't do it. And we've complied with everything that the government and that these doctors have said to do. And, you know, we have no choice now but to postpone these fights. So we're postponing the next 3 events. But Tony Ferguson versus Khabib, April 18th is still on, and that will still happen.
Okay, take me through how that one stands and the other ones right now are not going to happen.
Well, we're going to follow these guidelines to not have more than 10 people in a room. And we're hoping that this all clears up, you know, by April. And, you know, this fight's going to happen. No crowd, whatever it takes. Probably not even going to be in the United States, but this fight's going to happen.
I heard you say Saturday night on SportsCenter, and just to reiterate to our fans that didn't listen, but Dana was pretty forceful. Quote, "It will go on. The fans are all freaking out. Don't worry about it. Khabib versus Tony will happen." And he just reiterated that seconds ago. Last thing, I think a lot of fans and non-sports fans are wondering this in terms of your last sports standing status. Why has it been so important for you to keep these fights happening with all the circumstances and the challenges the country's facing right now?
Listen, this is what we do. We put fights on every weekend. The fighters want to fight. The fans want to see it. I've had nothing but positive feedback from the fans and the fighters. These guys all want to continue, so we will. You know, obviously, we've had some blowback from the media that covers us, but you know, everybody's going to have their opinions. We're gonna continue on, and these 3 fights are postponed. They will still happen, and Khabib Tony is on for the original date. We're gonna keep fighting.
That's what everybody needs to know. We'll keep everything in our thoughts in the short term and the long term, realizing anything can change at a moment's notice. But as the UFC has chosen to tell us, they can pivot at a moment's notice as well. We'll keep everybody posted. Dana, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.